But I promise you, those shoes, that car, that expensive thing that you really want to buy will still be there after you have like a good savings account built up.
Prepare. Life is gonna take a surprise turn of events. Like, I had no idea I'll be a cam model at this age. No clue. Just prepare yourself.
I think I would tell myself to lean into my creative side more. I really only found out I was a creative very late in my life, and part of me wishes I had like harnessed that earlier on, so maybe I could have started my creative career a bit earlier.
Save your fucking money. I feel like a lot of people say that. A lot of people will tell me, performers, like, make sure you save, but that advice isn't always heeded, because for a lot of people, sex work, you go into it because you need the money, right? And then once you start to have money for the first time, it's very easy to go overboard with that once you have a disposable income. But I promise you, those shoes, that car, that expensive thing that you really want to buy will still be there after you have like a good savings account built up. And it's always better to have a good savings cushion and not need it than the other way around.
Ooh, I would tell my younger self to not stress so much.
I would probably just tell my younger self, like, it's gonna be okay. Because every decision that I've made has made me into the person I am today, and I'm quite happy with who I am today, so I wouldn't want to like change anything, but maybe, you know, just let her know that everything's gonna be okay. Like, hey, like, it's all gonna be alright, so keep on keeping on.
You're doing okay. Keep going. It's gonna work out. Build your credit. Do better with your credit. Do that. And yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stand up straight, you know.
I would tell my younger self to work really hard and not be afraid to pursue what you actually want to pursue rather than what you think the world wants you to pursue. Yeah.
I probably would have maintained studying more. I've chosen now, like later in life, especially probably also because I kind of half retired after I stopped shooting. One of the reasons why I did move over here to Europe was I wanted a slower pace of life, and I went back to school. And I really think that education is so important. And I think that when you're younger and you're making so much money and you're living the life, and you know, we live in a society now where everything is now. We want a Chanel bag, we want the top of the line water, we want to go out, we want to order in, we want, and we want instant gratification. We don't realize how important saving and investing and, you know, just having kind of a, I guess, adulting, or, well, you know, even like a backup plan, right? Because this doesn't always last forever. And I think that I might have, the first contract that I ever signed, I can't go into it a lot for legal reasons, but what I did talk about in my memoir, Sinner Takes All, was that I would have consulted an attorney. I was signing contracts, I wasn't reading the fine print, and I think that for a few years there, I really had to build myself back up. It was such an expensive and hard lesson to learn. You don't have control over your finances or your content, and that's so important.
My first instinct was get into webcamming earlier. Buy Bitcoin. Be true to yourself as much as you can. That's all I would say.
Oh man. I would tell my younger self to, I mean, it sounds really cliche, but to enjoy youth and all the grown-up stuff and things that sound really cool.
and like professional and adult, like really they're not that cool. It's kind of cool being basic and young.
If I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would tell them to embrace how fucking weird they are, because it's something I hid for a long time, but I realized that the older I got, the more that was what people liked about me. That's what excited other people about me. So just like embracing the weird, embracing the strange has been such a great thing for me in my life, and I would go back and I would tell them that.
I would tell myself to not worry about so many things, like especially like with how I looked or how people thought of me. Like, you gotta move on and not let these like inner feelings affect you so much, basically.